Hello, Facebookers. This is your boy Rocky. Quick jump on. Thank you guys for hopping on. Okay, today I'm gonna talk about something really dear to my heart. Okay, um, of course it's about credit, but it's another part of credit. Okay, I'm gonna talk about something which really concerns me. It's something very important to me today. Yes, it's about credit and it's about collections. Okay, I'm gonna wait for at least three people to hop on. Hi, Julie. Thanks for hopping on. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you hopping on because I know this thing is gonna benefit you a lot. Just stay tuned. I'm gonna start in about a minute. Just waiting for a few more people to hop on because I know how important this info is. Just stay tuned. I'm gonna start real soon. Okay. Let me see. Just gonna give myself a minute and I'm gonna start the whole presentation. Mm. And hey, I'm Uncle Godfred. Hey, thanks for hopping on, Basta. Yo, Olisa, hi, how, Kwisi, thanks for hopping on, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you guys hopping on. You could have been doing something better, and you decided to hop on. Okay, I appreciate you guys. And yeah, you know, yo, I'm Uncle. Yeah. Odoni, sorry, why do I keep doing this? Overseer Nia, but thanks for hopping on. Yo, Kwesi, thanks for hopping on. Dayo, thanks, guys. Today I'm gonna talk about, you know, collections. Okay, collections. One very, some people or a group of people that we don't want to mess with or you don't want to deal with at all. Thanks, Sammy. Thanks for hopping on. Okay, so today's live is about never ever paying off credit collections. Okay, or your debts which have gone into collections. The reason why I say this is because collections they're just there to make money off of you. Okay, you don't ever want to pay off collections. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. Okay, Rocky, quick jump on. I work with I'm a CEO for Rockade, financial solutions. And I recently partnered with another company. Okay, and what I want to tell you about collections is, like I said before, I might sound like a broken record, but never ever pay off a collection agency. Okay. And I'm going to tell you how or why that is so. Okay. So let's take a brand company for example purposes only. Let's say T-Mobile. Let's say you owe T-Mobile about $200. Okay. And then T-Mobile says, okay, you haven't paid them, so legally they're going to report you to the credit bureaus. Okay, that's the first negative item on your credit report. Okay, so after 6 months they do that, and then they write it off as a charge off. Okay, because when they file for it, they're not going to get anything from it. So basically, it's a loss to said company. Let's say T-Mobile. Okay, and then they throw this debt into the air, and then it is sold to the highest bidder. So whichever company, let's say company ABC, takes this debt, okay, and then this company decides to reach out to you, okay, and for buying the debt, they're gonna pay like a percentage. Like sometimes they pay like 10%. So if the debt is like $200, let's say that company pays $20 for that debt, okay. T-Mobile is happy, they're okay with that $20. That's why T-Mobile doesn't reach out to you anymore, okay. And then this, let's say company ABC comes after you, seeking for money for, I know, no, thanks for hopping on, seeking for money for, your debt, which honestly, you owe that debt. But then as soon as that debt is sold to the highest bidder or another company, they have forfeited the contract they had with you, or with, let's say, for example purposes, with T-Mobile. You have no debts or no contracts with them anymore. And you don't have any contracts with that said highest bidder. Okay. So let's say company ABC gets that bid. They pay $20. They come after you. They say, hey, they call you. That's the very first tactic they use. Okay. And before you know, all the calls are recorded. Okay, so they reach out to you, they call you. Thanks, Benedicta. Thanks for hopping on. They call you, they ask, is this Mr. ABC? Okay, or I'm going to use my name for this example. Is this Mr. Rocky Acheampong? The very first bad thing you do is saying, yes, this is Rocky Acheampong, because, okay, they don't have anything to hold you on to that debt. They need your name as a signature for that debt. Okay, once your name goes in, and since they're recording the call, your name goes in, that's it. That's your signature right there. They're gonna come after you. You're gonna be, you. It's a must for you to pay the debt right then, because they can sue you. They can take it to court. Okay, so the very first thing you don't want to do is say your name when a debt collector calls you. If you don't know the number, when the number calls you, and then they mention or they ask if this is Mr. Rocky, the first thing you need to do is ask them, who is this? As soon as they tell you they're a debt collector, tell them whatever they need to say to you, they should send it to you in writing. You want proof of whatever is going on. Okay, thanks, Sheila. Thanks for hopping on. You want proof of whatever is going on. Don't answer any question over the phone. Okay, that's what I'm going to tell you. And once it's gone to collections, you should know that it has already hit your credit score negatively. It's on your credit report. Okay, so if you go ahead and ignorantly pay off that debt, what that happens is, sorry guys, sorry about that. My network was a little messy. So that debt is reported as paid as agreed. Okay, and it doesn't remove it from the credit score or the credit report. Okay, so you don't want to be paying the debt like at all, because whether you pay it or you don't pay it, it hits you. So you don't want to be paying debt collections, because it's not going to help you. Let me do this. Let me give you this example. Let's say you get a speeding ticket. All right. You pay off the ticket right there because you don't want to be, have a noose right around your neck. Some of us, we feel like when we are in debt, we have a noose right around our necks, and we want to pay them off. As soon as you pay off, that speeding ticket, you think you're free. When you go out to get a car insurance, you realize you have a record of a speeding ticket on there. That's exactly what happens when you pay off collections. When you pay the collections, it's going to remove the debt. It's going to reflect as paid as agreed, but it won't remove that negative mark on your credit report. So you don't want to be paying off, collections. All right. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the statute of limitations. Guys, statutes of limitations, it varies from, every state. But then what that is, to put in simple terms, is the longest time period for which a collection agency can come after you, okay, for any debt. Okay, usually it's about 5 years across, states. Usually, some states are different though. Well, after that 5 years, and you keep receiving letters from collection agencies, you should look for something that reads out like this verbiage. Okay, you're not obligated to pay this debt. It should be in that letter, but it's gonna be in very, very small case, very small. The reason for it being so is that they don't want you to see it. Okay, nobody wants you. They all want to make money off of you, so you don't want to be taking those things for granted. Okay, once you see that, you can ignore that letter, because you don't need to pay collections. All right. It's usually very small, so you don't see it. They want to take advantage of you. Okay, you want to just stay vigilant. Okay, keep your eyes open. Okay, and the only advice I'm going to give you about this is, all right, do your research. Get a very reputable credit repair agency. Okay, what they will do is dispute all those items. Some might not do all. That's why I'm asking you to do your research. Okay, they will dispute all those items, all the negative items, including the collections, and it's gonna come off. And guess what happens? Okay, your credit goes up. The credit bureaus, they report your credit every month, or your debtors report your credit every month. So at the end of that month, your credit is going to get higher. It's one way to build up your credit. So it's a win-win situation. You don't pay off the debt, okay, and use that money, invest it into a credit repair agency, and have your credit repaired. Okay, it's going to help you in the long run. Because if you pay off the debt, guys, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but if you pay off your collections, it doesn't help you. It actually kills you. Whether you do it or you don't, it hits your credit report negatively. So you don't want to be doing that. All right, just reach out to a collection agency, a very good, reputable collection agency. I mean, sorry, credit repair company, and have them, dispute all the negative items on your credit report, and you get your freedom at last. And the funny thing is, it wouldn't even cost you as much as what you'll be paying, because people are out there paying over $4,000 to collection agencies. And let me add this to this. Okay, not all collection agencies are found on the credit report. If you realize you're paying to a collection agency that does not reflect in the credit report, you're being duped. Okay, because I know of this story of a military personnel. Okay, one thing about the military is that before they leave for a tour, let's say outside the country, they are given a sheet or a letter sent to the banks, just in case that, let's say they have rents, they have other things they need to pay monthly. That sheet is an authorization to the banks to freeze whatever payments they have. Okay, so they don't come back to a whole lot of debt. But the funny thing is, they go to the touring, they return, and they have a bunch of collection agencies coming after them because they haven't made payments. Okay, so not all banks, respond to that letters or those sheets or those, those sheets from coming from the government. So the best thing you got to do is be vigilant. Okay, so when this guy came back from tour, he had collections come up to him. Okay, he paid up to $4,000 to collections. And the funny thing is, when he went to his credit report, because he didn't know anything about credit back then, when he went to his credit report, that collection agency was not on the credit report. That debt that they claim was not on the credit report. Okay, they're gonna come up to you acting like they know every single thing about you. They're gonna give you your full name, your social security number. They're gonna give you a bunch of items or a bunch of proof to show you that this is you, or they're talking to the right person. Even so, don't agree to it. Okay, because collection agency is a collection agency. And let me get back to the story. So he paid $4,000 to these collection agencies, so-called collection agency, and he realized that the names were not on the credit report. So he hired a lawyer, and they made a research on that company. What the funny thing is, they didn't even find that company. They're not registered. They're not even a registered company. Okay, they were not known. They were just a group of people sitting behind the backyard, holding computers and then messing around. So he paid $4,000 to a group of unknown people. Okay, so please, guys, don't be so stressed out, and don't be in a rush to pay off a collection or a debt in the collections, because you might be doing yourself a very big harm. You don't want to be doing that. And guys, if you have any questions, I'm going to leave my number in the chat box. So you can text me, you can call me, whatever it is. I'm going to answer you. Okay. So let me get back to the letters. So when letters come, to you, these so-called collection agencies starts, sending you letters, you're going to see a very small notation underneath this verbiage that you're not obligated to pay that debt. Okay, just look for it. It might be in small case and they're trying to hide it from you, but you gotta look for it. And if you make a mistake and pay a portion or that debt in full, guess what happens? Legally, after 7 years, that negative item on the credit report is supposed to fall off. But guess what happens? Let's say this is the 5th year, okay, and you got that letter, right? And you pay off, let's say, 5% of the total bill. So let's say you pay $10, all right, out of, let's say, a $400 bill, all right, and this what happens. You had like 2 years for it to fall off legally, right? But then you paying that little amount of that debt sends a story across, which says that, right, once you paid a little bit, you actually know you owe them. That's what it means. Okay, so they can actually use that to come after you even more. So what you need to do is ignore that, and once you pay, the whole 7 years is off. It's going to restart. You're going to restart that whole process of waiting for 7 years, and you don't want to do that. So please, guys, don't ever pay off a debt in collections. You don't owe anybody in collections. Once your debt goes to collections, your debtor has forfeited the agreement they had with you. Okay, I'm very passionate about this because I've been a victim of that too. Louisa, thanks for hopping on. Guys, this is a very serious issue. Okay, don't mess around with collection agencies. They will take your money for nothing. They pay, cents, quarters, cents on a dollar to get that debt. Okay. Hey, David, thanks for hopping on. Yo, congratulations, man. Thank you. Congratulations. I appreciate that. Thanks, Kwame. Thanks for hopping on. So please don't pay off collections. Instead of paying the collections, invest that money in a reputable, that credit repair company. Get all those collections off, and you'll be free. You go out to get a house, a car, whatever vehicle it is, credit, credit cards, whatever loans, you need good credits. Guys, doing this alone can push your credit really, really high, and you don't want to be playing around with it. Why would you pay off collections and have you paying off a debt which you could have actually invested like a portion or a percentage of it into fixing your own credit? It's a very bad attitude. So please, we don't want to be doing that. Okay. So once again, don't be too quick to pay off a collections or pay off a debt in collections. Okay. Just research and hire a very reputable company, okay, which deal in credit, credit repair, and they're gonna help you out. I'm not gonna say every credit repair company out there is good. That's what I'm saying. Do your research, guys. Do your research. I'm not here to sell myself out or sell my company, but we do that. Okay, just to be in the clear, we do that. You can do your research. Go out, do your research, guys. I can't stress on this hard enough. So this is if this info was very helpful to you, you can type in a 5 in the chat box. Later on, I'm gonna put my number in the chat box. So if you want to text me, call me, ask questions, help you, fix your credit, you can do that. Okay, I'm very thankful. I go above and beyond and help my people. Okay. If there's any question, you want to ask right now, you could do so. But then I'll be hopping off in the next 2 minutes. So please be snappy and yeah, let's get it going. If you appreciate what I said, you can type in a 5. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you guys being here. You could have been doing something better with your time. And after this, I'm going to share the video. So if you want access to the video again, you'll always have it on my timeline. Okay. Well, any comments, questions, add, anything to add to, it's very welcomed. Okay. So once again, I appreciate you guys for being here. I'm gonna wait for just about a minute, and I'm gonna hop off. Sorry for those of us who came in a little late. I promise you, I'm gonna be here later. Not necessarily today, but within the week, you're gonna see me here again. And just you can go to my timeline, or you can text me privately and tell me what you want me to talk about in my next my next Facebook Live, and I'll gladly do so. All right. So in 5. Sorry about that noise. My clients are busting my phone. So that is it. Hit me back if you have any info, any questions, any any inputs. All right. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your time. Thanks for hopping on, and I'll see you on the flip side. Okay. So I'm gonna hop on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you guys.